How's it going, ladies and gents? Bringing you a match against Hina Mizawa once again. We always have good battles, so I was pretty excited about this one. She's got an interesting looking team. The Miss Magus Zorak combo is actually pretty damn threatening, because obviously, like, you know, Zorak covers Miss Magus weaknesses and vice versa. And they're both special attackers, so you can easily disguise the Miss Magus or disguise the Zorak as Miss Magus. And then there's other stuff like P2 is going to be hard to take down. Granbull's pretty damn good now that he gets fairy typing. So yeah, it's going to be an interesting match. First turn, I will lead with my rotom-heat because heat form rotom is the best rotom. Am I right? Am I right? Whatever. I love heat form rotom. Brilliant. Volt switch out on the first turn because I really don't expect it to stay in there. So, you know, just get some switch initiative going. P2's animation looks so stupid, honestly. You know those, like, dipping bird things that just, like, go into water in and out again. Maybe that's what it was based on, I don't know. So in comes the Granbull as I get up my stealth rocks. I notice she does not have a spinner, so that is absolutely fine by me. Means that Bastiodon can hopefully do some roaring around and get some, you know, nice damage going on everything. Now, I know Granbull does get close combat, EQ, so it could definitely, you know, punch a big hole in my Bastiodon, which I don't want. I have Metal Burst, but, I mean, I guess she predicted the Metal Burst there by going for Play Rough instead of trying to, you know, bring me down to my Sturdy, which is fair enough. But, you know, I haven't seen it yet, but I'm still keeping it in the back of my head. That's sort of what's going on at this point in my head. Meowstic comes in, just going to Volt Switch out. This is the female version, so, you know, it doesn't have Prankster. It's just going to be sort of an offensive kind of set. I was really annoyed that you couldn't pass down, because, like, this female version gets all the cool, like, offensive moves, like Me First and Stored Power, all that kind of good stuff. But you can't pass it down to the male version, so it's like, oh man, Me First Prankster, Meowstic male. How good would that be? Let's be serious now. Loads of random switching, I don't know, I end up in Rotom, and Meowstic is in here, which is fair enough. I can just T-bolt this thing. That is gonna die, so I guess Meowstic didn't really do much, but I have to give people props for using that thing. Big Meowstic fan. It's quite interesting that it's like, I guess Lipud was the first good cat Pokemon. Like Delcatty, piece of shit. Persian, usable in PU, I'll give it that. Ugly to a certain extent. Lipud was good. Swagger Foul Play could easily take on, you know, as annoying as it was, it could take on, you know, upper tiers of stuff. But Meowstic actually has really solid stats, and it's Psychic type, which is, you know, reasonable standalone type. Good move pool, so good Pokemon. Well done, Game Freak. Go to this cake thing because I thought he'd be... I thought this was the Zorak, basically. So I was expecting, like, Focus Blast or something. But seeing that it goes for sub, I'm thinking, okay, it's Miss Magus. And then I see Sucker Punch and think, no wait, it's Zorak. Miss Magus does get Sucker Punch, but who's gonna run any physical moves on a Miss Magus, you know? I do actually predict the Focus Blast here, as stupid as it sounds, and I thought, yeah boy, Metal Burst kill! Oh wait, no, there's a substitute. Haha, that classic. I always forget that Metal Burst doesn't go through subs. Oh well. That basically means that Bastiodon is now less than useful. There's potential. I think I'll save it for Swellow, but really I don't want to be staying in there, so go to Cake Thing, avoid the Focus Blast, that wouldn't have really done anything anyway, but I kind of figure if this is a defensive sort of Granbull, it's going to probably have T-Wave. That's the one thing that basically separated it from Ursaring last generation, so yep, go to Rotom, just going to Volt Switch out of there once again. To be honest, I was hoping he'd switch here, but, like, it's whatever. I got Blastoise. Physical Wall goes quite well with Bastiodon, so why the hell not, right? Basically means I can just try and go for a Scald Burn, and his... I think I've seen... what, T-Wave, Earthquake, Play Rough, and... I don't know if I've seen the last move. It might be Heal Bell, might be something else, don't know. In comes the Porygon, just gonna go for that Scald. P2 is an absolute bitch to take down, honestly. Look at this thing. Stupid little duck moving, drinking animation thing. But this thing is Like, I will happily take on a PZ over a P2 any day, you know? Goes for a cover, and I figure the only way I'm going to actually kill this thing is by getting a trick on it, getting rid of that Eviolite, and then, I don't know, trying to kill it with Horlucha or something. Avoid the Toxic there. That was unfortunate because it would have been, you know, definitely detrimental, but don't know if it's too significant. And it does mean now I can just Volt Switch into Bastiodon, be immune to Toxic, whatever. Start doing what Bastiodon does best, just roaring around like a massive troll. Swellow, Facade Swellow does nothing to Bastiodon because this thing's ridiculous and no one uses it. I don't know why. Look at that. T-Bolt from P2, what was that, like 20 damage? Unbelievable. Bastiodon, big ass threat. Facade, I just protect there so I can live this next Facade and then go for that Metal Burst because Bastiodon is hungry for Swallow Flesh. Metal Burst, boom, and it's dead. Unfortunately, still has Mismagius, Zoroark, which can easily kill me from here, but that's, you know, I feel like Bastiodon did his job, getting at rocks and, you know, circling stuff around a bit, getting it weaker for my fastest sweepers on the team. Now the good thing is, even though I die, means she can't get up a sub on the Mismagius because that's why I always carry Raw over, like, I don't know, Dragon Tail or Circle Throw. I can't stand those moves, honestly. They're alright on like a coil set or something, but I just don't trust them, man. I'd much rather have the security of Raw and to go through subs. Go to Weavile and stupidly go for the beat up, even though Ice Punch would have probably killed the Mismagius from there, but yeah, what can you do? It's cool to see people use beat up, right? Go to Rotom as she goes back to the Mismagius or the Zoroark, I forget which one this is. Oh, that's Mismagius, that's fine. Yeah, I can take a Shadow Ball just, even though Mismagius is a beast. Volt Switch out of there. Go back into Weavile because Weavile was actually, I gave this thing beat up specifically with Mismagius in mind when I put it on there because like it loves to substitute up. So beat up can break the sub with one hit. Look at that. One beat up hit like almost does half there. You break the sub and then carry on killing them. It's a good move, you know? In comes the Ground Ball once again. I have Ice Punch, which might kill. Maybe. But I don't want to risk it after the Intimidate, and there's really no point in risking it. I can just go to my Rotom, which is not useful anymore. Sack it, and I've still got Weavile in my back pocket if I need it. And now, my friends, the time has come. Are you ready to see my first Masuda-bred shiny Pokemon ever? The fruits of my labor. KONY HAWK! Yes! The black cape thing, the green weird hat thing. I don't know what they were thinking with this color scheme, but it's great, it's brilliant. Horlucha, Jolly Nature, Unburden with Power Herb, Sky Attack, and then 3 hit everything as hard as you can type moves. High Jump Kick, Acrobatics, Stone Edge. As soon as they release the Flying Gem, I'm going to probably remove Sky Attack, put the Flying Gem on there and give it, I don't know, Poison Jab or something? Yeah, something like that. So I take out the P2, in comes the Zoroark. Ordinarily it'd be quicker, probably... No, I think Horlucha is naturally faster, but go for the High Jump Kick. That's going to take it out from there, and that will seal the deal. KONY HAWK, dealing the damage. And I think I had Slurpuff and Weavile if I needed them. Slurpuff didn't do anything really, unfortunately, but I'll try and showcase that set a little bit later. It's a bit of a weird sort of unburdened set, but yeah, that was a good game, Hina Mizawa. Very enjoyable indeed, as always. And if you do feel like battling me, make sure you follow me on Twitter and or Facebook. Don't care, they receive the same data anyway, so I take challenges on there every so often. But with that being said, I will see you all next time. Goodbye.